All right, Mike Knox, how's it going?
What's up, man? It's good.
Hey, glad to have you here, man.
Finally, right?
Yeah, finally, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man.
Let's go. Don't leave nothing out.
Okay, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of just like to get to know you a little bit better and kind of go over, your whole story for everybody who might not be familiar with it.
Mm.
So can you kind of tell them a little bit about you, where you're from, and what it was like for you growing up?
Uh, I'm from North Philly. I come from North Philly, the heart of North Philly. Um, just like kind of like all the other stories. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in North Philly, in the streets, was running around on my own since I was like 15. Um, Started messing with the music a little bit. Of course, in and out the juvenile system and, you know what I'm saying, whatever you call it, state, all that stuff. But for the most part, I just was a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just running around getting to it.
Okay, what was school like for you?
School, I ain't like school. For me, school was more so like I was impatient. I was one of them kids that I didn't want to sit around and listen. So I was just running around, cutting class. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make some money. So, you know what I mean? I wasn't really into school too much. I didn't even get my GED till like I was in the feds, matter of fact. So yeah, I wasn't really into school like that at all.
Okay, so you dropped out at one point?
Yeah, I dropped out. I dropped out like the ninth grade. Like I said, I was hustling and just doing what I needed to do to survive. I wasn't really focused on school. Like that wasn't it for me.
Okay, and so you drop out of school
Mm.
and you're in the streets at this point, man. What does your family think when they find out that you're in the streets?
My mom, she was against it, but she couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't stop me because I was gonna do what I was gonna do regardless. You know what I mean? I was hustling. And at that point, I think in the beginning, she was against it. But, as the money started coming in and I start providing a little bit and doing what I need to do, it kind of changed. So she just kind of like, well, he gonna do what he gonna do. He his own man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and so you're out of school, you're in the streets and everything, man.
Yeah.
Do you ever get arrested or does anything like that happen?
Yeah. I mean, I started getting arrested as a juvenile. I think my first arrest was like stealing cars. We was into stealing cars. And this was back when New Jersey Drive was out. Everybody wanted to drive something. We stealing cars and I had aggravated assaults. I had a lot of different things going on, you know what I'm saying? But I was in and out of jail a lot, you know what I'm saying, as a juvenile. Then I got shot. I got shot at probably what? I want to say probably like 19, 20, something like that. It didn't just go one way though. I had a colostomy bag and all that, but it got a little different. Yeah.
Okay, can you kind of take me through what happened when you got shot?
It was more of a thing of like a argument turned to a fight. The fight went down. The person couldn't handle the fight. I mean, it's all public record, so I'll be feeling uncomfortable talking about shit like this, but it's all public record. And it turned into a shootout. Turned into a shootout. I got hit. Somebody else got hit. And, the rest is history.
Okay, you get shot and you go right to the hospital. How bad are you shot? How many times did you get shot?
I got hit once, but I didn't realize how bad I was hit. And this was back when the police would pick you up. Like if the ambulance wasn't there fast enough, they would pick you up and put you in a paddy wagon and take you there. So they took me there. So I didn't realize how bad I was hit till I got to the hospital. And I'm like throwing up. I'm like throwing up bad. Like I couldn't even see the blood like where I was leaking from. But I'm like throwing up bad. And then next thing you know, they put me to sleep. I woke up, I had a fucking colostomy bag on me. So I had to shit out of a bag for about a year. And one of my legs was messed up and the doctor told me I wasn't really gonna never be able to use that leg again. I'm like, man, you crazy. And I just started dragging my leg around until it got like, you know what I'm saying, better. That shit just made me paranoid. So I started carrying guns after that. Wearing bulletproof vests, carrying guns. It just got a little different.
Damn.
Yeah.
How many surgeries did you have to go through?
I had to actually go through two surgeries. The first surgery was when I got shot, and then I had to go back to get another surgery to reverse for the colostomy bag. And I was blessed to be able to not have to keep the colostomy bag. So I had to go back for that. And that was worse than getting shot.
So at first you thought you were going to have to wear that for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I did. But because they said the bullet had shattered my bowel cord. So it wasn't definite that I was going to be able to get it reversed. You know what I'm saying? And I was blessed to be able to get it reversed. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine you walking around every day with a shit bag on and you just don't know if you're going to be able to get it reversed or not.
Damn.
Yeah. For a year.
Damn, man.
And you're in the middle of a war. You're still going through it with the actual situation. And the person that shot you is like, that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's that. So, and I'm young at the time. So you know what I'm saying? That turned me up to make me be a certain way because now I got to have my head on a swivel because it's active. We on it at that time. We talking years ago. We talking 90s. Like, we talking like 97, 96, something like that.
Were you still in the streets even with the bag on you and everything?
Yeah, I had to be. I still was hustling. Still was hustling, coming through. Anybody in my city that know me will tell you, still was hustling, still was coming through. Back then I had the Audi 5000, gold Audi 5000, the crazy system in it, running around the Cuban link chains on and, you know what I'm saying, getting to it.
Damn. Okay, and you said this, this changed you and made you turn up?
Yeah, it made me,
lot?
that's what actually made me start rapping because I started having like a bad temper. I think I used to be having like hot flashes all the time, I guess from when I got shot. So I never forget the first encounter that I had with my bad temper was when they had me in the hospital, like all my niggas was there. Like my mom was there, my pop was there. And the detectives came to the hospital. And when the detectives came to the hospital, they tried to talk to me. So I'm like, I don't want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And they pulling out mug shots and they got like all these mug shots. This why I'm in a bed, like I'm fucked up. I'm literally just waking up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from the surgery and all that. So they like, yo, did one of these guys shoot you? I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my room. And they're like, yo, he very disrespectful. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not telling y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was my first notice of like my reaction, like after being shot. And I started to be like that all the time. So I never forget, I went to go see my doctor. My doctor was like, you should find something to do to just, curb your attitude, because your attitude is shitty. It's fucked up. So I'm like, damn. So I start like writing stuff down that was bothering me. Then it just turned to me start rapping. I start writing verses. So that's how I started doing music.